So let us see the following transition diagram, which is NFA with epsilon. So now we need to find out or construct its equivalent DFA directly with NFA with epsilon to direct DFA. So let us see this automaton consisting of 4 states: Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3. Q0 is the initial state. Q3 is the final state here. The procedure is very simple here. Like NFA to DFA conversion, we used the second method by considering the initial state. You can start with that initial state as the state of DFA. Then you can find out all the transitions of that state on all the given inputs. So whenever you will get any new state, you can consider it as the next state of DFA. Like that, you have to proceed till no new states are occurred. So here in this method, we used another notation also, subset method. Whatever the states you are getting new states, we are renaming it as with single name by using uppercase letters. That entire set becomes now single name. So whenever you are substituting all the values of that set, you can substitute while finding the transitions. First, let us see here. First, you can assume M dash. So M dash is our equivalent DFA for the given NFA with epsilon. M dash equal to Q dash, sigma, delta dash, Q naught dash, F dash. Here see what are the tuples varying except sigma. All tuples you need to find. Q naught dash you need to find out, delta dash, then Q naught dash, that is the initial state, then final states. Also you have to find out. First here we will start with Q naught dash, that is initial state. So initial state equal to epsilon closure of Q naught. This you can find out initially. Then delta dash of that initial state, whatever the state we considered, that delta dash transition function can be obtained using the following transition rule. That is delta dash of Q naught dash comma on a particular input, let us say A, equal to prefixed with epsilon closure of using normal delta function, delta of Q naught dash comma A. What is Q naught dash? The above value. This value you can substitute here, then normal transition you can find out. Finally you will get some states. Then finally for that again you can apply epsilon closure of the resultant states. So that is the final transition of this state on a particular input. Like every input you need to apply this rule. Now let us come to our problem. So here first Q naught dash equal to epsilon closure of Q naught. So now here first you can write down before proceeding to our problem. First write down all epsilon closure values here. So write down all epsilon closure values of all the states here. First epsilon closure of Q naught. So now see what is epsilon closure of Q naught from state Q naught with epsilon. What are the reachable states? See from state Q naught on any input with epsilon you don't have any transition. Therefore epsilon closure of Q naught equal to Q naught only. Then similarly epsilon closure of next state is Q1 equal to epsilon closure of Q1. Here you can see from Q1 with epsilon you have transition. So that is Q1 to Q2 with epsilon transition is there. Then again Q2 to Q1. It is repeating loop. That means only these two states are included here. So now Q1 comma Q2. Then similarly epsilon closure of Q2. So only outgoing transitions with epsilon you can consider. Now Q2 on epsilon it is going to Q1. So again Q2 Q1 both you needs to include. So then you can write down in order. So here also you will get Q1 Q2. Then epsilon closure of Q3. Here you can see epsilon closure of Q3 from Q3. So you don't have any transition on epsilon, therefore Q3 itself. So first you can list out all the epsilon closure values for all the states. So now first we'll start with our initial state. So that is Q naught dash. So Q naught dash equal to here epsilon closure of Q naught. So what is epsilon closure of Q naught here? The values we already obtained here. So Q naught dash equal to, this is the initial state of DFA we are considering, epsilon closure of Q naught. Now what is epsilon closure of Q naught here? Q naught itself. Let us assume a name. So is initial state. So initial state of DFA. So now we got initial state now. Now you can find out the transitions of this initial state. So now using the transition rule, first we can find out for the first state delta dash of A on here. What are the inputs here? Sigma equal to A comma B, small a comma small b. So the state A on input A, this can be written as epsilon closure of delta of A on A. So now we know the value of A, you can substitute here. So what is A value? That is Q naught. So therefore epsilon closure of delta of Q naught on A. Now what is Q naught on A? See the transition diagram. So Q naught on A, we have two next states. That is one is Q naught, another one is Q1. Therefore Q naught Q1. So now, so here you will get epsilon closure of, what you get here, Q naught comma Q1. So now epsilon closure of Q naught comma Q1 means here you can take union of epsilon closure of these two states. So this can be written as epsilon closure of Q naught union epsilon closure of Q1. Now substitute these two epsilon closure values. So epsilon closure of Q naught, so here we got Q naught, then Q1, Q1, Q2. So epsilon closure of Q naught equal to Q naught union epsilon closure of Q1 equal to Q1 comma Q2. So now combine these two sets contains different states. Now all three you can combine Q naught, Q1, Q2. Now see, this is not same as A. This is new state. So let us assume it as B. So which is new state of DFA. Further, you can find out the new state transitions also on all the inputs. Now second transition of the state A. So now delta dash of A on B. So you can find out. So now delta dash of A on input B. Same procedure you can apply, but here input is B. That is the only difference. Epsilon closure of delta of A on B. This is equal to epsilon closure of, so delta of what is A here? Q naught. So on input B. So now epsilon closure of, so what is this value? Delta of Q naught on B. So Q naught on B, you don't have transition. Therefore, this is pi. So then epsilon closure of pi equal to pi. Pi, you no need to assume it as the new state. By default, in DFA, we will consider this as the dummy state. So then coming to second state. Here, what is the second state we obtained? So A on input A. Here we got one new state, that is Q1, Q naught, Q1, Q2. Rename it as B. So therefore, now B is your new state. Now we can find out for the state B, the transitions on both inputs. Now delta dash of B on A equal to epsilon closure of delta of B on A. Now substitute B value here, epsilon closure of, so now delta of, what is B here? Q naught, Q1, Q2. on input A. Now apply the delta union rule. You can apply delta for all these states with same input. Now this will becomes epsilon closure of so delta of q naught on A union delta of q1 on A union delta of q2 on A. Now substitute all these transitions by seeing the given NFA with epsilon. Now q naught on delta of q naught on A equal to q naught comma q1. So here the first transition you will get q naught comma q1 union, then q1 on A, q1 on A you don't have any transition, therefore this is pi. Then union q2 on A, from state q2 on A also you don't have transition, therefore this is also pi. Now this will becomes epsilon closure of q naught comma q1. So now again apply union of epsilon closure. This will becomes epsilon closure of q naught union epsilon closure of q1. Now substitute the transitions. Epsilon closure of q naught equal to q naught only union epsilon closure of q1 equal to q1 q2. So here I will get q1 comma q2. Now combine all this. Here you will get q naught q1 q2. See what is q naught q1 q2, check out, is it same as B? Q naught q1 q2, yes, it is same as B only. So therefore this is equal to B only. This is not a new state, the current state only we obtain. So next delta dash of B on input B. So same we can apply for input B. Now epsilon closure of delta of B on input B. So directly you can substitute the transitions here. You can rewrite in the examination each and every step. This will becomes epsilon closure of delta of so what is B here, q naught q1 q2. So now the input is B. Now apply union rule. This will becomes epsilon closure of delta of q naught on B union delta of q1 on B union delta of q2 on B. Now substitute the transitions. Epsilon closure of now q naught on B. So q naught on B you don't have transition pi. Then q1 on B you have transition, that is q3. Then q2 on B we have self. So now the first one is pi union q1 on B, we have the transition q3. Then q2 on B. So q2 on B self. So here you will get q2 only. Now combine these two. Epsilon closure of q2 comma q3. Again apply union of epsilon closure. This will become epsilon closure of q2 union epsilon closure of q3. Now substitute these values again. Epsilon closure of q2 equal to epsilon closure of q2 equal to q1 comma q2. Now this will becomes q1 comma q2 union epsilon closure of q3 only. So here you will get q3. Now combine these two sets. Here you will get q1 q2 q3. Now you can see whether this state already exists or if it is new. So here we have A. A means only q naught. Then B means q naught q1 q2. Then see, this is not same as q naught q1 q2. This is a new state. So again you can name it as another letter. So which is new state here. Now again you can find out its transitions on the two inputs A and B. Now delta dash of C on A. Same process you can repeat. You can proceed this process until no new states are repeated. So epsilon closure of delta of C on A. Now substitute C value here. Epsilon closure of so delta of What you see here, Q1, Q2, Q3. Now the input is A. Again apply union rule. This will becomes epsilon closure of delta of Q1 on A union delta of Q2 on A union delta of Q3 on A. Now substitute the transitions. So again go back and see the transition diagram. So Q1 on A, so we don't have transition phi. Then Q2 on A also phi. Then Q3 on A we have transition, so it is going to Q0. So for Q3 only here we have transition. So remaining all are phi. So this will becomes epsilon closure of phi union phi union. So Q3 on A it is going to Q0. So this will becomes now epsilon closure of Q0. Now what is epsilon closure of Q0? Check this value. So epsilon closure of Q0 equal to Q0 only. So here this is nothing but Q0. Now what is Q0? We assume this as A. So this is not a new state. This is old state only. Now on input B you can find out delta dash of C on B equal to epsilon closure of, so delta of C on B. So again same we can repeat, but the input is B here. Now this will become epsilon closure of, so delta of what you see here, so Q1, Q2, Q3. Now the input is B here. So now again apply union rule. This will becomes epsilon closure of, so delta of Q1 on B union delta of Q2 on B union delta of Q3 on B. Now substitute these transitions. So Q1 on B Q3, then Q2 on B Q2, then Q3 on B you don't have transition. So Q1 on B Q3, Q2 on B Q2. Now substitute here. So Q1 on B Q3, so this will becomes epsilon closure of Q1 on B Q3 union Q2 on B Q2 itself. Then Q3 on B you don't have transition with input B, so that is pi. So therefore Q3 on B equal to pi. Now find epsilon closure of these states. Now this will becomes epsilon closure of Q3 union epsilon closure of Q2. Now epsilon closure of Q3 is nothing but Q3 itself. Then epsilon closure of Q2 equal to Q1 comma Q2. This will becomes again Q1 Q2 Q3 if it is a new state. Epsilon closure of what is our C state? So here what is C state here? Q1 Q2 Q3. So here we got same state only. Now you can see if any new states are there here. You can see if any new states. So further no new states are there. So with this we can stop. Now with these existing states, now we can draw its transition table and transition diagram. So now here our states are A, B, C. First draw transition diagram. So we have A, B, C. So now A is nothing but Q0. So that is our initial state. Now you need to find out final states now. So in the given NFA with epsilon, see Q3 is the final state. Out of ABC combination, which state contains Q3? Then you can assume that state is also final state. Now you can see A is nothing but Q0. So now another state, here we have B. So B does not contain Q3. This is not a final state. Now let us see. C contains Q3. Therefore, C is the final state. So now, so only C contains Q3 combination. Therefore, C is the final state. Now include the transitions. First, A on input A. So A on input A, so it is going to the state B. So on B, it is going to pi. So from state A on input A, it is going to state B. Then on input B, you don't have transition. So it is going to pi. So you can include pi also state here. Now from state B on input A, it is going to B itself, that is loop. Then on input B, it is going to another new state, that is C. So on input A self, then on input B, it is going to state C. Then from C to A, from state C on input A, it is going to state A. So now you can draw the curve from C to A, then C to B, it is going to C itself, that is loop here. Now you can see this is the transition diagram. So if you want for pi also, pi on A comma B, this is nothing but you will get pi only. Similarly, draw its transition table also. Here you can take Q by sigma. Now inputs. Here you have two inputs A, B. So you will get two columns. Now the column headings are inputs. Now the state headings are row headings are states. Here you have A, B and C. Now initial state you can draw an arrow for A. Final state you can represent within circle. Now A on A, so it is going to B. A on B, it is going to pi. Then B on A, self loop B. Then B on B, it is going to C. Then C on A, it is going to A. Then C on B, it is going to C itself. So now this is the transition table.